and welcome back to another episode of the National State Football Media Player Interviews. Today I'm here with the strong safety, wide receiver, athlete, kind of does it all kind of guy, Jordan Mercado. How are you doing today, Jordan?
Good, you?
Yeah, I'm doing really good today. Again, it was really cool that I saw that you played, for somewhere really close to me, Madawan. Um, Never really liked the team for obvious reasons, but, you know, Madawan's a really good program, and I think that you're definitely in the right place for where you are.
hmm
But let's start this off pretty fast. How'd you start playing football, and when did you start? Like around what time frame?
Well, I started playing football around like 6 years old. I played for the Old Bridge Cougars at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Then I played for them for like 3 years. And then I moved to the Old Bridge Rebels. Then this year, currently, I'm playing for the Madawan Huskies.
Mm-hmm.
My first year playing for them. But I started off at D end and tight end. Now I'm playing wide receiver and safety.
Wow, I mean, that must have been a weight cut, right?
Yeah.
You must have got a lot lighter. That's really cool to see. Position changes are pretty rare, especially in Pop Warner. You usually always stick to like a two, maybe three positions, but from DN to safety is kind of crazy, honestly. Um, On to the next question. Do you have maybe a player or like a favorite player that made you start playing football, or maybe even watching it?
Well, I started playing football because of Von Miller.
Mm.
My favorite team was the Broncos, and then when I saw Von Miller play, I just felt like inspired to play football.
Yeah, I mean, Von Miller's a really nice guy. I'm pretty sure I met him one time. I don't think he really looked back at me though. I said hi and he just kind of looked at me. But yeah, no, Von Miller's a really cool guy. He's a really good athlete. Definitely good at what he does. He's on the Rams for a reason. You know what I mean? Oh no, he's not on the Rams anymore. I don't know where he is anymore because free agency and all that stuff. But he's in the NFL for a reason, and I think that he's a really good model player to have.
Mhm.
Um, do you have maybe a favorite? Oh yeah, you said your favorite team was the Broncos. Can you kind of go into depth about that?
Well, my dad was from Denver, so I started watching them because it was like in the house type thing.
Mm,
Like it was every Sunday. So I
yeah.
started liking the Broncos because of that, and we watched like every game every Sunday.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I mean, yeah, the Broncos are a really good team. Right now, they're doing really good with Russell Wilson.
hmm
You guys kind of fleeced the Seahawks. I don't know what the Seahawks got out of that one, but yeah, that's definitely really cool to be a Broncos fan. Do you have a favorite college or just the NFL?
Um, if I had to say my favorite college was Clemson,
Mm,
because I used to like watch Alabama and Clemson a lot, like versus each other,
mm.
and just seeing them play. So I would say Clemson, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I love Clemson. I know someone whose brother is currently running track at Clemson. Really nice guy. He always talks good about Clemson. Head coach seems like a really nice guy. The team is amazing right now.
Mhm.
It's really good to have an aspiration to be in one of those big colleges because maybe one day they'll look at you. Um, so once you do eventually, or not even just eventually, at the current moment, how do you think that you could lead a team, and what is your definition of leadership?
Well, I'd say is making sure the team's together, because if you don't have everybody together, then you're just not a team.
Yeah, that's definitely my number one thing. If you're not all on the same page, and if you're not really, working together in a collective machine, then you're
hmm
definitely not gonna win as many games as you should. Even if the talent's not there, if you're just in a cohesive, group of people, you're definitely gonna, teamwork beats talent. You know what I mean? It's like hard work beats talent, but teamwork really is the number one thing that you want to look for in an athlete and on a team in general.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, once you do make it big, college, NFL, etc., how are you gonna give back and help your community?
Well, I was just thinking, maybe giving money because they, they helped me get here. It wasn't just me.
Mm.
So I just thought I'd give back the money that they helped me out, so I'm gonna help them out.
Yeah, I mean, giving back to the parents is always something that people look out for, and it really is, it's good to be aware of the fact that, your parents don't, they're not just doing this for nothing. They're investing in their son because, they know that you're an athlete. They know that you could go places with this. So, they're giving you all of these opportunities. So it's really good to, have the awareness that you could give back to them at some time in the future. Um, Going into the more football aspect of it, what are your strengths and weaknesses as a player, and how do you think you could get better?
Well, one of the things I've been really trying to work on is my speed.
Mm,
Because I noticed that I'm not the fastest, but I know what I'm doing, but I'm just not the fastest. So I'm gonna start working on that more.
okay. Yeah, definitely. I mean, speed is definitely one of the number one things that you need in football.
Mhm.
There are those oddities that are like they're just an all around athlete, big, fast, whatever it is, and they don't really need to work on that. But the average athlete, or no, I'm not saying you're average, sorry about that, but an athlete of your caliber, you need to really sharpen the blade more than you just sit around and dulling it. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that's definitely a good thing to work on. Do you have any strengths that you want to touch on?
Well, if I had to say, it's my route running and my hands.
Mm.
But
You,
mainly my hands, because I can't really catch.
mm. That's always good to have good route running as a receiver because, I feel like it's better if you just find a way to get open rather than just, getting the deep ball over like a streak or something because, coaches always want a technical player more than they just want a pure athlete. You know what I mean? They want someone that, is dedicated to the game, that studies the game, and that really understands what they're doing. Um, do you have a favorite receiver, maybe? That,
Well, one of the receivers, I'd say Cooper Cup,
that's
but
for sure.
he knows how to run routes.
Yeah, I mean, I love Cooper Cup. Great guy. He won the 3 crowns this year. I'm pretty sure he had the most yards, catches, and touchdowns.
Mhm.
And he didn't just have that for no reason. He definitely put the work in the off season. Having Matt Stafford back there, definitely a big upgrade from Jared Goff.
Yeah.
That's also a big part of it. And he's such a beautiful player to watch playing football, man. It's really cool how he just finds a way to get open all the time.
Mhm.
But yeah, do you have one last thing to say to the public, and one last thing that you could maybe quote?
Well, I'm gonna keep working hard this year. It's always good to just keep working hard, no matter what you're doing. Don't take a break. Just keep going.
Yeah, I mean, most definitely. I love the work hard, get better mentality. It's definitely something that you need to have in your arsenal as a player going into the near future. But yeah, this has been the National State Football Media Player Interviews. I'm Joseph Russo. This is Jordan Mercado, and I hope to see you at the tryouts. Actually, we're gonna have a tryout in Hudson Valley High School. We're having on November 12th, and then we're hopefully gonna have a couple of the combines across the country. So if you can make it, we would love to see you there.